What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and for the first time ever, I am covering a Total War game on my channel. This is going to be halfway between a first impressions video, a let's play, and a review. What I mean by that is I'm going to take a look at the game. It's going to basically be a blind playthrough. I have spent about, I think, an hour with the game, just screwing around, kind of going through the tutorial, which I'm going to go through again with you guys. And we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to see how you guys enjoy the game. And if there's support for it, we will play through to completion. And if there's not, well, you guys will get a good first impression of the game, and you guys can see what it's like before you throw any money down on it. Now, this is a pre-release version of the game, so not everything is enabled, I believe. So for instance, I don't have access to the Chaos faction, which is a bummer because I would totally play the Chaos faction. I don't know if that's because the game's not released yet and they're keeping it private, or if the group that I got the game through, the PR group, did not get access to that DLC. That being said, when you select different races, you're going to notice some of them have an introduction enabled. So some of them, from what I can understand, these right here is kind of a combination of a tutorial and intro videos, whereas some of the other ones do not necessarily have that. There is the Empire, there's the Dwarfs, there's the Greenskins, and the Vampires. Each of them have kind of their own little video here. Now, I may be wrong about the whole cutscene stuff. Looking at it here, it says start the campaign with an introductory battle and campaign tutorial. Select this if this is your first time playing Total War. We are going to enable this. So I've looked at the Dwarfs. Looking at the Dwarfs on paper, I like their play style, sort of. But I don't like the gyrocopters. I don't know why. The gyrocopters just look ridiculous to me. Everything else about this race looks amazing with the exception of their leader. See right there, him being carried around? He fights on that thing. Literally, they keep him on that little pedestal, and he fights from the pedestal with 4 dwarves carrying him around. I don't like that. I don't know why. It just bugs me. It just seems... It's like that's 4 extra dudes who could be fighting, and instead they're sitting there. But the Dwarven army seems to be focused on kind of like really badass melee units, backed up by pretty badass artillery. So they're kind of an interesting race. There is the Greenskins. Greenskins are, from what I understand, a combination of the orcs and the goblins. I'm not very familiar with Warhammer lore. I guess out of Warhammer, I'm more familiar with Warhammer 40k. I'm not very familiar with the Warhammer quote-unquote fantasy stuff. So I know in Warhammer 40k, they're called the orcs. Apparently in Warhammer Fantasy, it's orcs and greenskins. I'm not quite sure what the difference between those two is. Who knows? I'm sure one of you guys will be able to lore bunny that up. These guys have large unit sizes, cheap upkeep, and they're pretty much just ridiculous. But some of them, what is it? The goblins are pansies. The orcs are crazy. They're not very technological. They just basically run in and just whoop ass, take names. You have access to Grimgor and as Hag, the Slaughterer. Kind of interesting. Shows you guys some of the units here that they have access to. And interestingly enough, each of the leaders have their own, what do you call it, units. So I guess these are more armies, not necessarily units, I guess is probably the appropriate terminology. So then we have the Vampires. Vampires are basically melee mages, and they have some pretty creepy abominations. The Vargulf is something nasty. The Terrorgeist is like a flying demon bat monster, and basically these guys just summon undead. So from what I can tell, they have absolutely no ranged units at all, but as they kill you, they can like summon some stuff. So like, you know, as people die, they're necromancers, basically they can bring people back, which seems kind of interesting. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning towards the vampire side of things because it looks really cool. And then you have, then you have the Imperium or the Empire. I don't know why I'm calling... I always thought it was the Imperium of Man, but apparently it's called the Empire, which I don't know if that's different than the Imperium that I remember from 40K. I have no idea. Anyways, these are basically like a middle ground. So they can, I believe they can kind of be a little bit of everything. They have some range. They have some badass knights, etc., etc. So I think we're going to go with the vampires just because I think Empire is going to be a little bit more popular. I know a lot of people are going to be playing Chaos. Dwarves look pretty cool, but I played them for the first tutorial and I didn't necessarily like it. We have the bitter, angry Gandalf here. Heinrich. That's just a little too close to Heinrich Himmler, who was one of the Nazis. That's just a little too close there for me. So we're going to go with Manfred von Karstein, who he just looks like he's a cool bro. I'm going to go ahead and click Enable Introduction. So this race right here is a powerful melee fighter, leader, and wizard. And he has access to both lore of the vampires and lore of the death, which is interesting. I don't understand what that means, but some of you guys who are into Warhammer 40K may. We have our difficulty slider here, which I'm not going to touch. We have access to the Vargulf, which is a monster with armor piercing. He's very fast. He has regeneration, but he's a shitty leader. We have Fellbats, which are weak against armor, and they're wow. When you know one of the strengths of a unit is literally that it is expendable, like that is its bonus. It's like, yeah, we just throw these guys away. We don't really care. And then you have the Crypt Ghouls, Cudgel Infantry, damage dealers, poison attacks, and they're weak against armor. So it seems like these guys are going to get pretty heavily countered by dwarves, is what it looks like here, because dwarves are heavily armored. I'm a little worried about this. Campaign movement range plus 5% for all characters, and upkeep minus 10% for Graveguard and Black Knight units. Not quite sure why just for those. I guess those are summons? I'm not really sure. What is the description? Before rising to his current power, Manfred von Karstein avoided infighting of his peers and instead traveled far and wide, seeking to deepen his knowledge of necromantic lore. He made unholy pilgrimages to ancient tombs and cities where he wrestled forbidden secrets from bone-dry scrolls made from human skin. Studied ancient spells in the first of the Books of the Dead, and struck foul bargains with powerful long-dead beings. When Manfred finally returned to Sylvania, he was more powerful than ever, and he took over the Undead Legions in the wake of his insane predecessor's destruction. Though previously he had traveled in the guise of an imperial lord, now at the height of his power, his appearance has become more horrifying. His face become contorted and corpse-like, and his scalp writhing with magical energy. Yet his newfound powers are not enough, and he thirsts for ever more as part of his designs for the imperial throne. So, it seems like he is basically 100% after the Empire here. Well, sounds good. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was like a different facial expression or something around. All right, let's go ahead and fire it up. I think there's too many of them this time. Caspar von Kelten. Interesting. Interesting. They have the evil German villain Von in their name, which is going to be great. All right. The lore in this is badass, by the way.
War is eternal.
And it never changes. Aww.
As inevitable as the grave.
Coincidentally, this guy is also in the Dwarven playthrough. So does this guy just whore himself out to whoever will take him?
The rotting corpse within. Some fools think it worth saving. But there are beings who wish to bring about an eternal night. I am a bearer of lore to those with such power.
Interesting. Well, that's not good. Oh, what's up, girl? How you doing? Oh, he's pretty.
The mighty vampire counts of the von Carstein bloodline.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
My master, Manfred, has returned from the dead once more.
Oh, shit.
He marches on the von Carstein ancestral pile of Castle Dragonhof.
Ancestral
For I have
pile?
brought him ill news that a master necromancer has claimed the fortress as his own. Manfred must retake his ancient stronghold and either destroy the usurper within or bind him to his will.
All right, then.
Feeble witch, come hence from mine fortress and kneel before thy lord. Drakenhof stones are bound by mortar of mine own blood, while yours shall be sprayed across the battlefield as I wrench the head from thine shoulders.
All right, so we're going full-blown King James then.
Their attack, my lord. See for yourself.
All right, so we have a full WSAD movement here. As you can see, we can zoom in, get down the ground floor and see what's going on here. Zoom out, and we can swivel the camera. Okay, good stuff. This one do it.
Be sure to join the fight yourself. The warriors will be greatly inspired
Of
by
course.
your presence.
All right, and is there a way to make him run? Because we're kind of going a little slow. There's got to be a way to make him run. I'm assuming. What's this up here? Allied troop count, 1,400 enemy troops. So they have us outnumbered? What the hell? Whoa.
Remember, as you fight, that help and advice is available at your request, my lord.
Yes, I'm aware. Well, I'm not aware. I'm aware now. Dude, we're like getting left behind here. Why did these guys rush up so fast? Oh, dude, these look bad as hell. Why are there little houses on top? I'm assuming like that's gonna hit the... Oh.
Join the fray. Show them that von Carstein once again stalks Sylvania.
Okay.
On death for all.
Oh, double right clicking seems to speed things up a little bit. Whoa, what is shooting at
Not
us?
kiss for them.
Holy shit. So a bunch of skeletal warriors. What are we fixing to hit here? Skeletal spearmen? Alright. Holy shit, dude. This dude's like way out in front. He's all balling outrageous. We're gonna roll up their flank, actually. Let's come in right here, and then we'll roll their flank up to the left. Well, their left, my... Well, their right, my left. Okay, so they're coming out to meet us. So I might as well, I guess, just hit them. And then we can roll up their line. Holy shit. Just straight up balling outrageous up in here.
Attack the sides and the rear of the enemy where possible.
What, did I just scare them to death? Oh, no. They are flanking my people. Okay.
From the tombs.
Jesus.
Van Hell's dance macabre.
Alright, they're getting flanked pretty nastily. I guess these guys are broken? Crumbling, damage sustained. I don't know what crumbling means.
The enemy.
Whoops.
Kill.
Oh shit, who's this big dude?
Mortal scum.
Alright, keep rolling up their flank then, I guess.
Attack the mortals.
They're not mortals, dude. They're skeletons.
Sylvania rules the night.
It's not like he's just wading in and just like, he takes a swing and like 20 guys go flying back. Holy shit.
Be sure to take charge of the forces you control, sire.
Okay.
Effective command of your army is a skill worth mastering.
Yeah, no shit. Alright, so
Address thee as master.
they're all gone. Is the front door just open?
Dance
Are they just gonna let us walk right the hell in? It would appear so. I guess we'll just walk inside.
Flight.
Okay. Why is the front door open?
The dead.
All right, get in there, boys. Holy shit, what is that? What is that? It's like some kind of giant bat monster. Okay. All right, so they're coming in here. We got what? Is that 2 armies coming straight in? All right, let's form up right here.
Sorcery can turn the tide of battle. Unleash your mightiest spells against the enemy.
Click on Manfred's unit. Gaze of Nagash. Climbing manning equipment. What does it do? It's a magic missile. All right. Well, shit. Let's fucking blast some shit then. Oh! Just kind of blew up our own people there. Probably not the smartest. What's this do? Invocation of Neck. Resurrects dead combatants. Okay, so I just killed everybody and now we're going to res them back up. Okay, that's cool. Let's do this again. Right in the middle. Try not to hit your own people this time. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, res right there.
Your words and actions can inspire the troops before you.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, these guys are fucked. As are these guys. So I think we have basically the whole flank now, don't we? Yeah, we can basically roll this entire flank up right here. I mean, they're fixing to die before we even get into position.
The heart of the city is within sight, my lord.
Okay, let's move. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Just get in there. Go. How many people are we up to now? So we've lost 400 people and they've lost 1,500. Dear God. Sucks to be them. Is Manfred still leading the pack? Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Because once we get up here, we're going to do the magic missile shit again. I do kind of like that. It is interesting, though, that kind of looks like, what do you call it? It's PlayStation controller triggers. Alright, dude. I like how you just pimp walk in. You can walk through that? Oh, shit, dude. He can just walk right through a statue. You can walk through the tree, too? Shit, dude. If I saw somebody walking through a tree... Okay, he walked around the tree. So he can't walk through trees, but we can walk through statues. Alright, that's pretty scary. That's pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
The enemy general shows himself. Van Kruger joins the battle.
Van Kruger.
He fights amidst his mountain.
Is that like Van Wilder? Because that was a good movie.
Hearken to my will.
Alright. No. What are you doing? Why can't I? No. What?
Witness true power.
Oh, they just fucking trampled me. What the hell? Oh, yeah, y'all are about to be in trouble. Do it. Cast it. Are you gonna cast it? I can't tell if he's casting it or not. Does not seem to be casting it. Alright, dude. Just fucking attack him. Just attack. Let's just get in there. Alright, Von Karsten. I don't think we even need to summon. We have these guys outnumbered like 47 to 1. I can't even tell if there's fighting going on. What is... So they're just all dead. Alright, let's just raise some things then. Yeah, fine. Raise. I can't tell if that raised anything, honestly.
Empower me.
Oh, is this the Lord here? On his giant little bat creature? Oh yeah, it kind of sucks to be you, dude. You might want to just reconsider this joining us thing. How bad can it possibly be? I mean, you were currently getting, like, mauled by a horde of monsters. Like a literal horde of monsters. Jesus. It's got a cool little pony you got there, though, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. Well, it was. Now it's a...
Battle is won, my lord von Karstein. The enemy servants of that pretender are driven from your castle.
Alright, rock and roll. Alright, you are victorious. The corpses of the enemy litter the ground, and those still able to flee do so with the laughter of our gods ringing in their ears. Oh, okay. awesome, I guess. It's kind of an odd turn of phrase there. Now, I think this is going to kick off the campaign side of things. That's like your first newbie tutorial setup.
I thank you for your offer of immortality, sire. But I shall forego the blood kiss for now. I'm more useful to you alive, for there is much to be done.
Oh, are you trying to say that being dead, like, makes you useless? That my army is useless, sir? Is that what you're trying to say? That seems a little twisted to me. Okay, so I can't rotate the map here, which is interesting. All right.
The Tempelhof interloper has fled back to his fortress, and Drakenhof is secure.
Tempelhof?
Enemies abound on all sides. Van Kruger has retreated to Castle Tempelhof, a fortress he wrongly claims as his own. It will take some effort to wrench him out.
Okay. Then I guess we have this right here. It's Schwarzenegger!
Passage to the west is blocked by the Dark Lords of Schwarzhafen, sire. They
Schwarzhafen?
have feuded with Van Kruger in the past, and no doubt watch your struggle against him.
I don't know why the German language just cracks me the fuck up, but it does. I know it's completely wrong. I mean, Schwarzhafen, I don't know. That just cracks me up for some reason. It sounds like something out of nightmares.
The dwarfs control the mountain passes to the south. They are no friends of your kind, and will strike out at you if allowed.
Or maybe they'll stay in their fucking mountain. We can make friends. You stay in your fucking mountain. We rule the wastelands, and we'll call it a day.
Van Kruger is nothing more than a feeble lich, a necromancer that needs bringing to heel. You must advance against Tempelhof, seize his possessions, and turn the dead against their former master.
I thought we killed his ass. I guess not.
This night.
All right, so I don't know what this blue, or not this blue, I don't know what this green line right here means. I'm assuming it means the health. Grassland trespassing may have diplomatic repercussions. Okay, I don't think that's what it... Your army. Okay, well, we've already selected it. Wins of magic power reserve. Characters use power from power reserve to cast a range of spells in the battlefield. So I'm assuming that's like my mana. Interesting. Okay, so it's wanting me to move, I guess, to here.
Move!
I'm not sure why here.
Excellent. The enemy scries your movements. The necromancer will no doubt be planning counter-maneuvers of his own.
Okay.
Your forces are depleted by battle, sire. Yet such a shortfall is easily solved by your kind. Raise the slain to fight at your banner.
I like the sound of
March
that.
upon the enemy using their own warriors.
All right, and how do we do that? Select the army.
My right is
Now we
mine.
do recruit units, and oh, what the hell? What does the numbers down here mean? 68. It's 300 and then 68. I'm assuming that's like the number of people, maybe? Oh, at the very top. So that's like some kind of currency? Dark magic and predicted income. This is the amount of income you're expected to receive in the next turn. So I don't understand. So this is dark magic and this is gold then, I guess? Yeah. Okay. So it's going to cost me 68 to summon this dude. $68. I guess we have to pay zombies, which that just seems a little fucked up. I guess they unionized on us. And then the other one we just cast spells. So I can only put 2.
Your army must remain in place whilst raising new bodies to fight.
Okay.
Soon it will be swollen with the dead, my lord.
Swollen with the dead. Yeah, that's horrifying.
Drakenhof has suffered in your absence, sire. But now Von Carstein inhabits its halls once more. You can restore the castle back to its former majesty.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Provide more room for the dead to rest.
Ah!
And you will gain more souls to resurrect.
A barrow?
See that the necessary expansion is made.
Wow. Unlocks recruitment of Grave Guard. Requires building ancient armory. And skeletal spearmen.
Excellent.
Okay.
Construction will begin immediately.
Good to know.
Seek ways to further even your vast knowledge of the dark arts, my lord. Put your most devious minions to work on improving your methods of war.
So this is Castle Drakenhof, and then I have Eschen and Waldenhof. So Eschen is right here, and then Waldenhof is right here. So apparently I'm not even going to be able to claim Castle Tempelhof or Schwarzenhofen. That just brings me so much joy. I don't know why. And then Zufbar. So I guess I can't claim those, but I can claim these two. Interesting. All right. So the technology tree. The Book of Arcane, also known as the Tomb of Bone. This dread volume, authored by Arkan the Black, is filled with his secrets for instilling vigor and other deathly abilities into zombified and skeletal vessels. And then we have Liber Necronomica, a text of powerful binding in one of 9 books of Nagash. I don't know who the fuck that is. It contains countless rituals to ensnare wrathful spirits, summoning ghoulish creatures, and imbue such fell things with dread power. Then we have the Lamian Book of Blood, said to be transcribed from skulls of Neferata herself. This grave codex instructs recently sired vampires in the art of infiltrating, influencing, and spreading the vampiric curse across the world. So that seems almost like a diplomatic option. And then Denoir's Blasphemous Bestiary. For centuries, this tome of beasts has been required reading for the necromancers who wish ultimate control, training, and mastery of the dread creatures that lurk by the graveside. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like this is a college of fucked up bad guys. So, all right. So this one seems to be very similar to some form of support or economic or diplomatic lines. You can see this is going to give us growth. It's going to give us economy, income, corruption spreading, hero recruitment, etc., etc. This one is going to reduce upkeep of bats. So basically animals. So if I want to have a bunch of pets, this would be good. And then down here we have cannibalistic rituals, weapon strength plus 10, speed, upkeep for crypt ghouls and crypt horrors, recruitment costs for crypt ghouls. Okay. Use a litany from language not spoken, so upkeep minus 10 for Karn race. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Unit experience plus 2 for crypt ghouls and crypt horrors and unit recruits. All right. And then Bond of Bones. Speaking the Dark Magic Mantra will bring forth yet more skeletal remains. Okay, so recruitment cost minus 10% for skeletal warriors and skeleton spearmen. Armor plus 10 for skeletal warriors. So basically, this is going to be more of like melee, I guess, like warriors. And then this is going to be more ghouls. I'm not sure which the difference, unfortunately, is between a ghoul and a warrior. Let's come over here and check real quick. We can probably find out if we click on this. So these are zombies. These are skeletal warriors. So that is 120. You can see the armor is 20 on this. Melee attack is 18. And what was the other? Crypt ghouls. Armor is 10. Melee attack is 27. So it seems like crypt ghouls have a much stronger damage. So crypt ghouls, that would be right here. So I think we're gonna go this route. So it says 3 points right here. I'm assuming it says research rate is 100%. This is speed with which you can research technology. Research rate can be increased via buildings, character traits, and skills. So we're gonna select this. I don't see any points anywhere, but oh, that's 3 turns. Okay, I'm all right with that.
In time, the knowledge they gain will surely aid your cause.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
My lord, there is nothing more you can do now. Let us await your enemy's next move.
Okay, and so then after that, we will hit the next turn. Seems like a good stopping spot for this video. Let me know what you guys think about this series. Is this something you guys are going to want to see more of? Is this something that you guys aren't that interested in? Let me know in the comment section below. If you are, however, liking this video, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.